before we get into a debate, we're going to say that for the end because we are going to work into a debate for tomorrow. So what I want everybody to do now is take your ballot here and simply write yes or no, whether you think Americans should be required to vote. And once you wrote that, fold it in half and come drop it in the ballot box right here. Today we are going to get through reading different sources. We are going to read a background essay. You're going to do some close reading with it. And then we are going to try to get through the documents for and against mandatory voting, which will lead us into a debate tomorrow. You guys will end up getting in groups and having a debate over it. So we're going to start out with the background essay. Before we start reading it and highlighting stuff, I want to teach you guys some of the vocab words, make sure we have a good understanding of all the words in there that are bolded. Everyone have highlighters with them? If you need some highlighters, come up here and grab a pad. Alright, so what I'll have you do is pick out 3 colors. We'll highlight this question, this color. You'll highlight a different question, another color, and the other question. So instead of writing the answers, you just basically highlight the answers in the text with that color. So for example, number 2, what are 3 ways the voter turnout might be increased? So one example could be by mailing ballots, same-day voter registration, and early voting. Another idea is that the United States should make voting easier by turning Election Day into a national holiday so everyone has time to vote. So I want you guys to turn your chairs, face your partner, read it together, and highlight the information. Take your time as you read through it though. There's a lot of information here you're going to want for the debate later. So if you would like, you could also take another color and highlight anything that you think will help you in our debate tomorrow.
For elections. Voting is considered so important that most people equate it with democracy itself. Elections and democracies are very important, and voter turnout is usually high and enthusiastic. In 1994, when South Africa became a full democracy,
Tyler, do you want to come up there and highlight? You got number 1. Just give us one reason. You can have it on color I gotta use. Use whatever color you got. You can say this. It's going to give us a reason for number 1. Voting.
Let me just go over it.
Yeah, that's fine. Everybody's going to get one of these cards right here. It'll say a letter on it. If you're letter A, that means you're going to be in document A group. So you will get with all the letter A's. So this is document A. All the A's will read this document. They'll answer these questions together. You have about 8 minutes to do it. All the B's will do document B. C's will do document C, and so on. Then after the 8 minutes is up, you'll flip your card over. There's a number on the back of it. That is your second group. You have a number 1. Now you're going to go find all the number 1s. The number 1s will get in a group. And what will happen in your group then is we'll start with document A and work our way to the end. Letter A, if you did document A, you will discuss and lead discussion in your group over that document. So you will be telling them what you got, what you read, and the answers to the document analysis. Basically, about 8 minutes later, whoever in your group was, document B, that person will lead the discussion for that document. And then every 8 minutes we'll switch until we end up getting through all 6 documents. And each person in the group will have a turn at leading the discussion and teaching their groups what they did in their previous letter group. Alright, everybody has a card. Let's get in our groups. All the A's meet together, all the B's meet together. C's, A's up here, B's behind them, C's behind them, D's up here, E's behind them, F's behind them. E's over here.
Some college, 72.5%.
Alright guys, so yesterday we talked about the importance of voting in a democracy. We talked about why it matters, how to increase voter turnout, and that a very low number of people in America actually vote. We looked at a background essay, you guys did some close reading, and started your document analysis. So what are we, 1, 2, 3 documents in? What document are you guys on? So today, first thing we'll do is we'll finish analyzing the documents, get all the way through document F. After that, we will start small groups to prep for our debate. So go ahead and finish up those documents. In each group, one person should be leading the discussion. We'll finish them up in probably 15, 20 minutes at most. You guys have analyzed 6, 7 documents and a background essay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to organize that information, gather any evidence we got from them, and we're going to put them into buckets. Has anybody done bucketing before? Yeah?
I like 8th
Eighth grade. So basically, for each bucket, we'll have a like down here, I'll write down, be a reason number 1, reason number 2, reason number 3. And these will be the reasons why, for your position. So reason number 1, why you're for it, or reason number 1, why you're against it. You'll have three main reasons right there. So one of my reasons would be voting educates citizens. And now, that being one of my reasons, what I need to do is I need to look back through one of my documents, or multiple documents, it can be more than one. Whatever document you have for your reason, will go in the bucket. I'll give you one more example from mandatory voting. Is successful in many other countries. And then you'll look through your evidence, because you need to have evidence to support your claim. You look through your evidence, and for example, document A will show you that 40 other countries have mandatory voting. So you'll put down in your bucket document A. So I want you guys to each come up with 3 of your own reasons, either for or against, whatever side you're on. Once you get all 3 buckets done, your 3 reasons, we'll go on to the chicken foot. The concept map. So basically your thesis will go here, which would be one of 2 things. Either Americans should be required to vote because, or Americans should not be required to vote because. And then on each little foot, you'll put your main reasons, the ones you had in your buckets from before. So if you are for it, you would have your thesis here, then your 3 reasons you had in your buckets here. If you're against it, same thing. I want you to divide up into your team. So I want the 1s to be on this side of the room, I want the 2s to be on this side of the room. And we'll go from there. We're gonna go. So I gave everybody a handout that shows some example arguments and counter arguments, so you get a good understanding of what I mean when I say to write your main argument and counter arguments. I don't mind if you use one of these arguments and counter arguments. Find a group of 3. Some of you might have a group of 4, but no more than that, 3 to 4. You will write down your 3 main arguments, your 3 main counter arguments, and you're going to use the information you got from your documents, the background essay, and you can use one from this handout I gave you. So go ahead and get into groups of 3, 4 at the most, and you're going to write through the first part here in this handout. 3 main, 3 counters. So here's how it'll work. Team 1 will start off with saying their main argument. Team 2 will counter that. Team 1 will have a chance to rebuttal, say something back. Then team 2 will say their main argument. Team 1 will counter it. knew how to answer about it. So let's keep going back and forth.
So, if voting takes away rights, even though it's like a civic duty, then having to do jury duty and taxing and going to school should also take away the rights. So why isn't that?
Yeah, so we should, so if
For
that's,
voting,
we shouldn't have to go to school.
You don't
You're
need
not-
100% turnout to get a good result. For jury duty, you've got to have 100% of the people there to get results.
Well, you're still like given like a fine or jail time if you don't show up,
Yeah, if you don't show up to jury
because it's a
duty,
civic duty.
Okay, but if you don't show up, they call the next person in. They always have 100% of the people there.
Yeah,
but
it's
you're still
civic.
penalized. You are still penalized for it. Yeah, someone else will come there, but you're still penalized for it. Same thing in school. If you don't go to school, you're penalized.
You don't have
That's
to.
not-
Okay, I think what you're trying to say is that the people, if you are forced to vote, you're more likely to try and be educated on it. And that if you have to do something, you might as well try and do it right.
Well, it proves otherwise in document E, because according to E, 13% of the people who were there to vote left their ballots blank. So regardless of being forced or not, you're still not gonna do it. Obviously, you're gonna be educated, so they didn't vote anymore.
They won't vote.
Yeah,
They
if they
just let
didn't
it-
vote,
they just
they're
let
gonna
it
get
play.
fined. That's like,
And that's 13% opposed to 40%.
I mean, that's still.
No, leaving
a lot of
blank still
people.
counts as they voted, but it doesn't count.
Oh, they
towards
didn't
voting.
vote.
So they still have to be there.
Still better than 40%.
Because
You'd rather have 13% not vote or 40%?
Because if it's mandatory, then they already have all these ballots bought and everything, and if those 13% don't do it, then they're
They
losing
still have all,
money.
they still have all the ballots.
Hold on, yeah, hold on.
And then 40% lose, or 13%.
40%.
It's a lot more than
Hey, but the
13.
people who have to like go away from their work and stuff aren't getting paid because they're being forced to go vote. So they're
And,
losing the whole
yeah, and it's a waste of time.
But wait,
That's why they make a national
Wait.
voting day.
voting doesn't take that long, it takes like 5 minutes.
And there's voting stations like everywhere.
Unless you make it mandatory and you get thousands of people in line and you have to stand there for hours.
They also
What
have to
what
set
about
up-
mail-in ballots?
Yeah, they do mail-in ballots, they probably set
They
up more,
have early
if
voting
it was
as well.
mandatory, they'd probably set up more stations to vote out. It's like every time.
That's more money
Yeah.
that we would have to pay out of our tax dollars.
Or we don't,
Alright, you guys, I think that is gonna wrap it up. I think you guys did pretty well. You made good points on both sides and good counter arguments. We'll give them the wrong. And good job, guys. So, okay.
we didn't choose to be.
The last thing we're gonna do is, I'm gonna give everybody a slip of paper. You're gonna put your own personal vote on there for whether you think Americans should be required to vote or not, to drop in the ballot box. Alright guys, the results are in.
Sarah.
It is significantly different than yesterday's vote. Yesterday's vote was 16 to 12 in favor of no. Today it is 22 to 4. Yeah, it was only 4 people said yes, so the rest of them said no.